Hi guys, it's Angela with Callie Mom Collects, and today I am going to be doing a what sold on eBay video. This is going to be my sales for the month of October. And I know I'm a little bit late, but I thought better late than never. And the whole purpose of these videos is to help any other resellers who are wanting to see what is working for me or pricing ideas, and also anybody who's just curious, anyone who follows my videos and wants to see which of my pieces have sold. So that is the point of these, and I love that we all can learn from one another and help one another, and yes, I enjoy that. So the two pieces in this first picture are my best sales for the month, and I will wait to tell you what they sold for. But let's go ahead and get into first my jewelry sales for the month of October. Okay, so also make sure to stay to the end because I have some announcements at the end of this video. I have some fun things planned for December I'm really excited about, and so I will let you guys know all about them at the end of the video. But my first jewelry sale for the month of October was a craft lot. It was a 14-pound craft lot, and it sold for $19.99. My craft lots truly are craft lots. They are not for resellers. They are for crafters who want to get into here and get the beads and the pieces and repurpose them into other things. So that was my first jewelry sale for October. Next is this beaded boho style necklace. It sold for $10. I actually started this listing at $14.99, but once I had some watchers, I sent an offer out for $10 and someone accepted it. So just as a reminder, if you ever see a price that's an even number, it's more than likely because I sent an offer. I generally don't start my listing prices out on even numbers. So just a little heads up. Next, these two Bourbon and Bowties bracelets sold for $24.99. Now, these bracelets I had got in a Shop Goodwill lot, and I actually put them aside because I could not figure out what this maker was, this BB hang tag. And I did lots of research and finally found that they are Bourbon and Bowties, and they make this wire wrapped jewelry, and a lot of them are natural stones. And so anyways, BB Bourbon and Bowtie bracelets sold for $24.99. This next piece is one of my best sales of the month. It is Sibilia, and I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. But when I got this piece, I got it out of a Shop Goodwill lot, and I realized that it was really neat. It was really original, and the metal pieces had all this rich patina in different shades. And with some research, I found that it was an Anthropologie brand and that they were pretty pricey. So I listed this for $139.99, and even though it sat for a few months, it finally sold, and I was super excited to get this sale. Next is a Betsey Johnson skull, rhinestone covered skull necklace and earring set. And to be honest, I cannot remember where this set came from. I'm thinking either Shop Goodwill or ThredUp, but as I go with more and more videos, I'm going to have a harder time remembering, I think, the pieces that are a little bit older. So anyways, this set sold for $18.99. This is a beautiful rhinestone and enamel Christmas brooch. Now, last month I posted a bunch of Christmas brooches. I wanted to get them up in time for Christmas and for people to get them for Christmas. And most of all of them I posted for $9.99. But this one, I thought this one was gorgeous and I wasn't sure what I wanted to price it at. So sometimes when I'm not too sure about a price, I will put it on auction. And so I started this auction at $9.99 and it ended up selling for $14.50. And this person got a beautiful Christmas brooch, I think. All right, I'm pretty sure that these earrings came out of a thread-up box, but they were pretty vintage Avon Christmas earrings, and they sold for $19.99. This is another piece that I started on auction, and I had saw something similar to this had sold for $49.99. And so I knew I was going to list it at $49.99, but I also noticed that there wasn't another one like it listed for sale. And so I thought I would put it on auction, and it ended up selling one bid for $49.99. Next is this Victorian style Cameo choker necklace. Now, this definitely was a fashion piece. It wasn't a quality vintage piece, but it sold before Halloween, and so I'm thinking that somebody was going to use it for a costume, and it ended up selling for $19.99. This is another really cute Halloween piece. It's a black spider ring, and it ended up selling for $9.99. Another one of my craft lots sold. This was a 10.13 pound craft lot, and it also sold for $19.99. Now, this piece was another one of my best sales for the month, and this is a designer that all resellers should keep their eye open for. Her name is Julie Voss, and this was a gold-plated elephant pendant necklace. It was super long and really nice, and after doing research, I realized that Julie Voss, her pieces sell for a lot of money, and this, I would say that this was listed for a few months, but it ended up selling for $139.99, and I was super excited about that sell. Next is this brand new Brighton necklace. This was a piece that I had picked up at the Brighton outlet store, and I paid $9.99 for it. And I believe I started this listing out at $34.99, but sent an offer for $30 out, and somebody accepted the offer. This next piece was a necklace that was from the Vatican Library Collection, and it was signed Vatican Library Collection, and so I knew that this necklace was probably going to be a collector's piece, and it was gorgeous and it was in great condition, so I listed it for $37.99 and it sold for $37.99. This next necklace was an Anthropologie necklace, and this necklace sold for $24.99. This next sale is a Carole Goldtone, and it had faux tortoiseshell and faux pearls. Super cute and in great condition. And I did start this listing at $19.99, and I know that if I was patient enough, I could have gotten $19.99, but sometimes I'm just not, and sometimes I just want to make sales and move products, so that's when I'm in that mood, that's when I'll send out offers. And I sent out a $15 offer on this necklace, and somebody immediately accepted it. And so this necklace sold for $15. This was another piece that I sent out a $15 offer on. This is a vintage Napier necklace, and it's a double strand gold tone necklace, and the beads had this really cool texture on it. I really liked this necklace, and I was surprised that it was sitting for so long, because I think I just had it listed at $19.99, but I don't know if anybody else is having a hard time moving their vintage pieces, but this one just sat for quite a while, and so I sent an offer for $15 and it sold for $15. This next sale is a brand new pair of earrings, and these earrings were massive. They were like the size of my hand. They were long black lace chandelier style earrings, and I'm thinking that maybe somebody wanted them for a Halloween costume because that's kind of the vibe that they gave me. But anyways, they sold for $13.99. These are a pair of vintage Laurel Birch earrings. Now, Laurel Birch is mixed. Her more vintage pieces that are a little bit harder to find can be sold for a good amount. Like these ones sold for $54.99. But I have another pair of Laurel Birch earrings listed and at a pretty low price, and they're not moving. So with Laurel Birch, I've found that it just depends on the piece, and these were more of a rare earring, and they ended up selling for $54.99. These next earrings were in one of my recent videos, I believe, and even though they were brand new earrings, they were super cute. When I researched them, this brand, they weren't selling for a ton of money. So I listed these for $14.99, and they sold pretty quickly for $14.99. Here is another Christmas brooch that sold. I listed this for $9.99. Super cute enamel brooch and in really good condition, and it sold for $9.99 pretty quickly. This next piece is a Betsey Johnson necklace. It was a very big and bold Betsey Johnson piece, and I do notice that her bolder pieces sell for a lot more. I have some more dainty, smaller pieces that are listed for a lot less, but this piece ended up selling for $59.99. All right, these next earrings are actually a pair of earrings that I got out of a Goodwill jewelry jar. And I sat them aside for a long time and didn't get around to listing them until just recently. And they were marked LK on the back, and with some research I found that they were from the designer Lital Kalmanson, and very high-end designer with pieces that are pretty high-end. And I saw earrings similar to this that sold for $49.99, so I listed these for $49.99, and they sold very quickly. So I was really happy that I finally got around to listing these ones. All right, that was it for my jewelry sales. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to my hard goods and collectible sales. Now, these next two sales were the last of my micro machine sale lots. If you haven't seen my past videos, I bought a large bag of Hot Wheels and micro machine cars from a Goodwill. I paid between $10 to $15 for the entire bag, and separated all of the micro machines into small lots, and they all sold for between $10 and $15 a piece. So that was a great investment, and definitely keep your eye open for micro machine cars. This lot sold for $10.99. This next lot is my very last micro machine lot, and it sold for $12.99. Okay, this next piece is actually something that I picked up at a Goodwill for around $5, and I picked it up for myself. I had it in my house, and I love lanterns and stuff like this that you could put candles in, and I had it in my house for probably about a year and finally got sick of it. Listed it for $19.99, and after it sat for a while with some watchers, I sent out an offer for $15, and somebody accepted that offer. This next piece is something that I got out of a Thread Up Fun Box. This brand, definitely I will keep my eye open for this brand from here on out, because after I got this piece, I looked up comps and they were all really high. And this wasn't a very big piece. It was a really cute jewelry travel pouch. But these were selling for a lot of money. So I started this listing at $34.99 and sent out an offer for $30, and somebody took me up on that offer. So this one piece paid for that entire fun box and already started making money off that box. So that was exciting. Okay, my last hard good and collectible sale for the month was this wooden nesting doll set, and this I actually picked up at a Goodwill for a few dollars, and it sat in my store for a really long time. So I probably am not going to be too quick to pick something like this up again, but it finally sold for $14.99, and that is it. That is the last of my hard good and collectible sales. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to my clothing and shoe sales. My first clothing sale for the month was this really cute Anthropologie dress. It had the tags on it and it said $148. So I picked this up at a Goodwill for around $8, and I had it listed for higher than this, but it sat for a long time. So I lowered the listing to $39.99, and it eventually sold. All right, these shoes actually came out of a Thread Up kids shoe rescue box. I was really curious about those. I had seen them a couple times and hadn't tried them. And so I just decided, well, let's just see what it's about. And so I ordered a box, and there were some cute things in there, and these shoes were one of them. They are Disney high top shoes, and I listed these for $24.99, and they sold. And these one pair of shoes pretty much paid for that entire kids shoe box. This next blouse is a brand new Jamie Sadek golf blouse. And I picked this up at a Goodwill, and I paid around $5 for it. And I had this listed for quite a while in my store. So I sent out an offer for $20, and somebody took me up on that offer. So I was glad to move some old stock. This next piece is a brand new jacket, brand new with tags. It wasn't a designer brand, but it was still really cute, and I picked it up at a Goodwill for around $6 and listed it for $29.99, and it sold for $29.99. Next is a pair of men's Gap jeans. These jeans I got out of a Thread Up men's clothing box, and they sold for $27.99. All right, this next sale was a pair of really cool Christian Dior snakeskin pumps. I picked these up at a Goodwill for $29.99, and I did have them listed for more than this, but they sat for a while, so I lowered the listing to $89.99, and they eventually sold for that. And a lot of the times on the higher end designer pieces, they will sit for a while. So I've learned to be patient with the high end pieces. And I'm glad that I was, because these sold for $89.99, and that was a great sale. This next sale was a really nice women's Zara wool coat. This came out of a thread up women's mixed clothing lot, and it did not last long, and it sold for $39.99. This next sale is an Eileen Fisher dress, and I picked up this dress from a Goodwill for around $6, and I had it listed for quite a while, and it started off more than this, but since it was sitting for so long, I sent out an offer for $20, and somebody took me up on that offer, and this was another piece I was glad to finally move. This next dress is a piece that I also picked up from a Goodwill. It was around $6. It was a Talbot's dress, and it was brand new with tags. The tag was marked $149, so I picked it up, and I thought it was going to sell for more, but it only ended up selling for $33.99. Next is a brand new Adidas women's golf sweater. And I actually got this at a garage sale for $1. It was brand new with tags, and so I picked it up and I listed it, and it sold for $27.99. All right, this is my last sale for the month of October and for this video. And these are a pair of Ugg boots that I picked up at a garage sale for only $5. So I was excited to see Ugg boots, and I was even more excited that the price was $5. And these sold for $39.99. So that is my last sale for the month. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys some future plans I have and some fun things I have planned for you guys. All right, guys, those were all of my October sales. So hopefully some of that information was helpful to you guys, or at least interesting. And thank you guys all for watching. And some fun things that I have planned for December are every single one of my videos in December will be a giveaway. I have some really cute things to give to you guys as a thank you, and I love the holidays, and I think we all could use a little holiday cheer. So as a thank you, I'm going to be giving you guys a Christmas gift every one of my videos in December. So be on the lookout for that. And if you are not already, please subscribe so you can be part of the December fun. And until then, and until my next video, thank you for watching, guys. Bye.